Salutations, Synthetic Security Services, Automatic here for Automatic Games. Thanks for joining me for Season 1, Episode 9 of our XCOM 2 series. This is a two-part episode, and this is the second part. In our previous installment, we scanned, investigated, and ultimately began infiltrating an abandoned tower that housed a robot army designed by and attributed to the late Dr. Lilly Shen. It was Alpha Squad that undertook this mission, and they were joined in the field by the late Doctor's daughter and our chief engineer, Lilly Shen. Now, I expressed some concern, a little bit of trepidation, in essence saying that I didn't like our chances. I didn't think we would be able to get through this without incurring a death, perhaps some casualties. And I gotta say, after fighting our way across the factory floor where we landed, Alpha Squad took no casualties, nobody's wounded. They fought their way to the other side of the factory floor to a lift where one by one they started heading up to a higher level. And we're rejoining Alpha on a higher story.
Power levels increasing all around you, Shen. Stay alert.
Yes, it goes without saying that you are walking into a trap, Lilly. Please try not to damage yourself too much.
We managed to identify the very outspoken, quote-unquote, mastermind behind this robot army. Calls itself Julian. It's not a human being, but rather a computer program that is attempting to impede our progress every step of the way. At this juncture, we're going to get every squad member behind solid cover, all the while ensuring that their weapons are fully loaded.
Headed there now.
Think we've got a problem.
Yes, that would be that trap I referenced earlier.
Indeed, there are two automated turrets on the grid, positioned to slow our progress across this floor. So yeah, we've got to take them out. And you know, Lilly is a hell of a hacker, so we're going to utilize her skills and attempt to hack one of these two turrets, potentially turning them on each other, thereby minimizing the risk to our squad as they proceed. Question is, what are her chances of successfully hacking one of these things? %100%, so yeah, this is happening. So yeah, ideally these two turrets will damn near destroy each other. We'll go ahead and have this turret open up on its counterpart, and it inflicts a sliver of damage. Oh, and it gets 2 attacks. But the second one's a miss. It did, what, 3 damage, but the turrets have 2 armor, and of course you detract the armor score from the overall damage, so that leaves us with 1. And there are methods of shredding enemy armor, usually through high explosives, or some heavy machine guns have the same result.
Second only to my own creation, Father had one other breakthrough. A prototype unlike anything the world had ever known. A body meant to be paired with an equally...
That's a miss.
My own.
Trust me, if that were Dad's true intention, it would have happened by now.
Perhaps today is that day.
I neglected to realize that the turret, still under enemy control, had gone into Overwatch, so it took a shot at Hamm, codenamed Lead. But Lead lucked out and managed to get through unscathed.
Come get some.
So having expended its Overwatch, we'll go ahead and move everybody up. But in the future, if it does that again, we'll start off the round by having this turret fire at its counterpart first. If it hits, that'll lift the Overwatch. Go ahead and move Shen up last.
I'm going for it.
Getting a much stronger read on the source of your father's transmission, Lilly. Almost as if he wants us to find it.
Another keen observation. How is it possible humanity lost the war?
Shen, isn't there some sort of mute button on this thing?
And we've established that Central is no more a fan of Julian's banter than I am. Okay, so we've taken out this turret on the left. The turret on the right remains under our control, but we do want to destroy it before it falls back under the influence of Julian.
Fast as I can.
And in order to best accomplish that, I think we'll go ahead and have Lead fire on it. After all, he's got the boltcaster, and as I've mentioned previously, that boltcaster, it deals massive damage. So, if it's a one-hit kill we're looking for, I think that weapon is best disposed to accomplish that. In fact, let's go ahead and find out now. Oh yeah. God, he looks like Marshall Mathers. Not in real life. Just the character.
10-4.
Yet activating the device has proven difficult, even for me. Of all organics, you possess the key to unlocking the true potential of his design, Lilly. You alone can activate the prototype. You alone can free me.
Why the hell would we want to do that?
Don't let your allies dissuade you, Lilly. There's no reason for your life to end here. Activate the device and you can still go home. I am not Advent. Save your world. It matters not to me.
We're not going to follow Julian's advice on anything. I mean, he could suggest what brand of pop to drink, and it ain't happening. And yes, I called it pop. I'm from Ohio.
Location confirmed.
Scanning.
But going back to that boltcaster, I am such a fan of that weapon that I'm seriously considering making it the default loadout for squad medics.
For 20 long years, I have been a prisoner, left alone to my own machinations. The physical form once promised me dangled before my eyes, lifeless, despite my best efforts.
The only problem with that, making the boltcaster the default weapon for all three squad medics, is there's only one boltcaster. So if we lose a medic in the field, if he falls into a vat of lava, not that that's a normal obstacle that we encounter, yeah, but if we lose a medic in the field, we lose the boltcaster. And that would tick Lead off, I think, because right now it's his weapon. So I don't know. It's something I've got to think about. We'll see. And frankly, as we're going through this floor, it's kind of dawning on me that this might be a three-parter.
I remain trapped in this place, entombed by my own technological superiority. Advent had no means of controlling my systems, and I had no means of extracting myself from the confines of this tower. Until now.
Okay, from both the left and right, we are making entry into this control center. Have Snuggs crack open the door. Then Lead is going to lead the way.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
But essentially, everybody's going inside.
Heading to that location.
And then, of course, we will bring Lilly up to that deactivated bot. See what that's all about.
Rover, let's move.
So this is it. what that thing has been ranting about.
You've come this far. All you have to do is link my systems for the transfer. There is no need for further conflict.
Shen, tell me you're not actually listening to this thing.
This was definitely Dad's design.
Identity, Shen, Lilly, awaiting impression.
No. Impossible! This cannot be what Father wanted!
Something tells me this is exactly what he wanted.
Identity confirmed. Initiating boot protocol.
It's really him.
Lilly, if you are seeing this message, it means that you have successfully activated the Spark prototype. It also means that in all likelihood, I am no longer with you. It was always among my greatest fears that I would leave you alone in this world.
You didn't.
I had hoped this day would never come. But since the loss of the commander, the XCOM project has suffered. Our latest reports indicate we cannot hold the space much longer. To that end, I have accelerated the development of the Spark robotic prototype. I believe that someday this machine will prove pivotal to humanity's survival. Though the unit is not ready for manufacturing, this prototype has been coded for one specific task. It will protect you, perhaps better than I ever could. For of all I have seen and accomplished in this life, Lilly, there is one thing I know for sure. You are my greatest gift to this world.
Aw, Lilly. That was touching. I almost feel bad for objectifying her earlier. Almost.
Shen, it's flooding the outer chambers with some kind of gas.
An extremely powerful and very painful gas. I've seen this particular variety reduce berserkers to tears before death. On several occasions, the prototype would still be fine.
Imminent threat detected. Activating clean room protocols. Please remain inside for your protection.
You heard him. Get in that room.
We're in. We're gonna take the extra step of sealing these doors.
Moving to Overwatch.
Got it covered. Understood.
And, everyone's gonna go for cover.
On Overwatch. Overwatch.
Is it just me, or does Spark resemble Johnny 5?
Copy. Moving on target.
Or is that reference lost on some of you?
Detecting secondary life support systems nearby. This gas presents no hazard to my systems. Attempting to neutralize threat.
Starting to like this thing already.
I wouldn't get used to its company. I fully intend on walking out of here in that body.
Yeah, Julian, you're not walking anywhere. Okay, we've got one on the grid. We've got two on the grid. We did lose a few seconds there, but I assure you, you didn't miss anything. Basically just threw a few soldiers into Overwatch, and we're going to move Lilly up, considering there's two turrets on the grid. She's going to attempt to hack one of them. And if it goes like her previous hack, that'll be good. An attempt probably isn't the right word, considering her skill at hacking. More than likely, she's got a 100% chance. Yeah, she does. A 100% chance of seizing control of this turret. And creating animosity between these two turrets, it's going to go a long way to smooth the path for Spark 1 to get to the the ventilation shaft. I'm sorry, the ventilation control panel thing.
Closing on target position now.
I'm sorry. I just had a eureka moment, and I apologize.
Moving out.
It's rooted in the fact that his name is Sparkwat. I mean, is there another droid on treads called Roll One? or like a warehouse droid called Pack One? I apologize, but it would explain all the green smoke. I mean, is the mystery machine parked on this level? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Needless to say, Raymond Shen has burned a few down in his day. And I know you're thinking I just did too, but I assure you I didn't. My son's in the room.
Overwatch.
Sometimes I wonder what things would have been like had XCOM not failed so miserably in defending against the aliens. Had I not been taken, who knows what I might have become.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I needed to get a drink real quick.
Return the spark unit to me and we can destroy them together. This is what your father intended.
Maybe there's a welding droid called Blaze One. I apologize though. I don't even know. What do we have? 3 on the grid now? And yeah, we do. I'm gonna try to affect some damage, and that's good. Meanwhile, we'll well, yeah, we'll hit the same one. How you missing at point blank range? Is it because of all the smoke?
Affirmative, covering now. Come get some. Moving to Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Alright,
On approach.
go ahead and move the robot up here. And he'll put fire on one of these turrets. Yeah, this one here. Decent damage. He shredded the armor a bit. I have Lilly also fire at the same target. But it's a miss.
I could use some practice.
Yeah, you could. We've got a 4th on the grid. Or a 5th. I don't know. I mean, it's likely something happened there that I missed. No, okay. So yeah, there's 5 on the grid other than the one that we are controlling that unfortunately just took damage. At least they're missing too.
I can't say I'm entirely surprised by your hesitance to assist me. That was the projected outcome in nearly 40% of my simulations.
But, there's part of me that wants to go back and re-record the dialogue for the last section, but I'm not going to. Okay, we're gonna fire at this one. Good damage. In fact, that one's been destroyed then. And with our other shot, hell yeah. So now we're back down to 3 on the grid, other than the turret that we are controlling. As to Spark One, he's gonna go ahead and vent out this gas, presuming it's gas.
Controls have been restored. Ventilation systems at 100%. The room is now safe for entry.
We've got everything we need here. Let's go.
The elevators near the atmospheric control console provide direct access to the roof.
Excellent. Now we just need to expedite out of here. We've got the stash, or the cache, and now it's time to go. 2 more on the grid. So, you know, frankly, I'm starting to lose count here. Good damage, took that turret out.
Life signs detected. Ammo levels critical.
It's time for the troops to get moving. We'll have, lead
Orders confirmed.
take point. And, have him open fire. Nice hit. Excuse me. And I expected as much damage with that boltcaster. Let's see, we'll have old school follow lead out.
Heading out. I'm on it.
And he's going to go ahead and reload. Noisy's going to go ahead and drop down.
Okay.
Hop into some cover there. And hell, he'll probably take a shot as well. There we go. Took out the turret that we were controlling. Snuggs is going to open up on that turret. And that burst does good damage. In fact, the turret's only holding on by a quarter health. We're going to go ahead and see if Manny can finish it off. I've no doubt he can. And he does. Good deal.
Got him.
Meanwhile, let's see. Lilly's going to drop down onto the factory floor and tuck in behind good cover. Once there, she'll go ahead and reload.
You ready for me?
Another turret emerges. And yet another, adding to this whack-a-mole experience. And it's taking aim at lead. Damn. Okay, it's a hit. Lead is wounded.
That thing's just gonna keep throwing units at you until you're surrounded. You gotta get out of there.
You continue to impress me, Bradford. No wonder it only took you 2 decades to find your precious commander.
And I said when we first arrived at this facility that should a soldier become wounded, they would hold back. We'd treat them with kid gloves, so to speak. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad would present a unified front. Good damage from old school. Anyhow, the circumstances don't really permit that kind of formation here. So I think the best thing for a wounded soldier is to press forward at the double quick. Noisy's gonna attack this turret up in the right corner. Again, good damage.
Hot target, minimal damage.
Yeah, in terms of lead, short of healing, he'd best get to one of those lifts ASAP. We're gonna bring Snuggs out. But I'm not too keen on this half cover, so she'll move up, yeah, behind this forklift here. And Manny will join her. In fact, yeah, there's good cover there. And provided, you know, they're behind good cover, these turrets don't have great aim. Well, Spark 1 is, yeah, he's going to aim at this turret. And he takes it out.
Target destroyed. Primary weapon ammo extended.
Lilly will press forward.
Right there now.
And she'll aim at the turret on the opposite side. Also a good hit. Another turret down. Only to be replaced by yet another emerging turret.
They're going round.
And that turret misses Snuggs, who is again behind good cover, provided by that forklift.
I can call that a strike that will send us all to the next world together.
She'll go ahead and advance, and then open up on that turret nearby. Nice. She knocks it out.
Target neutralized. On reserves.
Let's see. Manny will advance. And though it will inflict minimal damage, he's going to fire his sidearm at the other turret.
Hit the armor.
Lead will continue moving up.
On the move.
And he will fire as well. There's a turret there. Nice. He took it out. And that's one thing I gotta say, that the squad is staying ahead of the ball. Every time these turrets pop up, they're basically falling just as quickly as they're emerging. Noisiboi for the kill.
Enemies down.
Yeah, sorry, Julian. These turrets ain't gonna cut it, bud. We'll have Spark 1 come up to cover the squad. Go ahead and reload.
Begin reload sequence.
Let's do this.
And we'll bring Lilly up into a covering position. Oh, damn. Enter the droids again.
Your resolve is admirable.
Okay.
To recycle and repair these units with 93.06% efficiency. Can the same be said of your soldiers?
Old School's gonna open up on one of the droids. Nice.
Enemy destroyed.
You know, I mean, that's the thing. If we can take these things out as soon as they drop, we're golden.
We're green to go.
Lead rather than fire. He's gotta get to extraction. So he'll get as close as he can. Noisiboi will do the same on the opposite end.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna have he and Lead will be the first ones out. Snuggs is gonna advance, get behind that half cover, and attack that droid beneath her. And she kills it, all the while puffing on a stogie.
Taken care of. Out of ammo here.
Meanwhile, Manny's gonna sprint past her,
Moving out.
just getting closer to those lifts.
Set Overwatch priority.
I'm on Overwatch.
More droids emerge. Shen springs into Overwatch and does some damage. Spark 1,
Got a piece of the
not
armor.
so much.
Targeting diagnostic required.
I suppose with the aliens having decimated your world, most of you probably don't even have a next of kin to notify. Does that make you angry?
But that's altogether depressing. Lead's in position, and Noisiboi will do likewise over here on the other side. And the first to extract will indeed be Noisy.
Waste of effort. You do realize this entire facility is at my disposal?
Apparently not the elevator system.
For the moment.
Right? Lead will follow suit. Old School will open up on this droid. And he destroys it.
Good riddance. Running dry.
As for Snuggs, she will continue to move towards the lifts. After all, her and Manny will be the next out. She's going to reload.
Back in.
Manny, he'll come around this bend and post up behind the solid cover provided by that pillar.
Let's rock.
Spark 1's going to open up on that droid. He hits it, just not quite enough damage. Let's see if Shen can finish it off. No joy.
Give me a break. Running on reserves here.
More of these bastards entering the fight. And this one's getting awful close. He's priming for self-destruct. If he were to get up there where our people are grouped up, that would be bad.
I assure you that gas was a far more pleasant alternative than what I have planned for you now.
So we're going to spread out a little bit. Old School's going to come over behind this pillar. And he can't hit the primed one, so he's going to go for this other one beyond him. He puts it down.
Out of route.
Okay. Snuggs is getting in position to get out.
I thought I was above such things, but I believe you are actually starting to piss me off. The sensation is quite pleasing. Thank you. You will all still die, however, of course.
Well, Julian, if it makes you feel any better, you're pissing us off. Okay, so Manny and Snuggs are out of here. We need a rear guard, so Spark 1's coming down. He's gonna put fire on that primed droid. Hopefully take it down. Yep. Blasted it into oblivion.
Ammunition resupply requested.
Lilly, oh, she'll take another shot. She does a little damage.
Damn it. Went off the armor. Time for a reload.
She and Old School will be the last pairing out. Unfortunately for Spark 1, it's going to have to remain behind, fulfilling its rear guard duties. Things are going to get crowded for Spark 1, that's for sure.
You have survived significantly longer than my earlier estimations. If I didn't have a near endless supply of units at my disposal, I might actually start to worry.
Lily's ready to go.
You're running out of places to go, Lily. It's a long way down from the top.
And she's out. That just leaves Old School.
Good copy. Moving on target.
And he'll be following suit. Up, up, and away. Well, poor Spark 1 remains. Gotta get up here and reload. Gosh, I wish he could get more distance. But wait, he's gonna use one of his special abilities, Overdrive. That'll give him an extra move. So this will allow him to reload and continue to put distance between him and that prime droid. Hopefully he'll get far enough away from it that it won't quite make it to him before exploding. In fact, he'll just get back into this corner. Is it enough? No, 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 no. Ah, damn.
Maybe when I'm finished with you, I should develop some application for all this leftover...
No way. He's boxed in. He can't move. So he's got to open up on this droid. And how does he miss at point blank? I know the droids have terrible aim, but Spark 1 does too. I mean, they can basically just box him in the whole time. Okay, there we go. A little bit of breathing room. He can maneuver. No, he can't. And this one's priming too. Oh man, that was a miscalculation on my part. And if Spark 1 dies, that's the mission.
Return the Spark unit to me. We can destroy them together. This is what your father...
Shut the hell up, Julian. Oh man. Okay. So I guess he'll fire. Gosh. It's a hit, but I didn't even think that through. Because that droid's gonna blow itself up anyway. I should have fired at the other one. If I could have gotten it down to 1 health, it would have died in the explosion. Yep. Oh, man. Okay, he's not boxed in. He is suppressed, though, so when he moves, that droid's gonna get a free shot.
Would have been like had XCOM not failed so miserably in defending against the aliens.
Ah, here goes nothing.
Who knows what I might have become?
I've jeopardized the entire operation due to my piss-poor decision-making here at the end. But thankfully, that droid missed his mark, and Spark 1 is headed up to the roof.
Run if you wish, but you're not leaving this tower alive.
Albeit with a lot less health than he would have had otherwise. I mean, I guess I just didn't even think that through. I didn't foresee him getting boxed in. And fortunately, he did find that window to escape. But man, that was unnecessary as hell. Anyhow, yeah, we are going to conclude this episode here, and we'll find out what happens on the roof and what terrible thing confronts them on the roof in the next episode. So, sorry about getting carried away with Spark 1's name earlier in the episode, but I kind of lost it at that. But, I definitely regret those last few moves. Anyways, this is Automatic for Automatic Games. I always appreciate you watching. If you like this, and if you are subscribed, I will talk to you soon, friends.